Dr. Tanya Sarnecki. I'm the Executive Director of the Counseling Center, and I'm here to talk to you about some of our services. Drexel has such a diverse student body, and we recognize that our different students have different ideas on mental health and wellness, help-seeking behavior. So when we think about the services that we offer here at the Counseling Center, we try to take that into consideration whenever we're thinking about the kind of care we're delivering. So for some of our students, we might be a piece of your mental health journey, and for others, we might work together for a handful of sessions, maybe a quarter, and hopefully from that you feel like maybe that's all you need at that time. Maybe you learn to connect some dots, you learn some skills, you learn more about yourself and how you are in relationships to other people. For other students, you might want to use our model flexibly. You might want to drop in and out and use therapy here when something comes up and you feel like you'd like to talk something through with someone. The Counseling Center also offers same-day appointments. Same-day appointments are brief and goal-focused appointments. You might find that you have an acute, specific concern and you'd like to come in and talk to someone. There's so much going on right now in the world and in our country. You might find that the day that something is happening, you want to come through and talk that out with a professional on our staff. The Counseling Center also offers 24/7 crisis care. If you are experiencing an urgent or emergent concern or a mental health crisis and feel you would like to speak to someone, you can always give us a call, email, or drop in. We also have a 24/7 crisis on-call counselor that you can speak to, 215-416-3337. All of our appointments at the Counseling Center are free and confidential and culturally responsive. What that means is that we know that our students are coming from lots of different places and you're holding a lot right now. We would like you to know that we are a place, hopefully, where you feel safe and included.
My name is James and I am a group coordinator at Drexel University's Counseling Center. When you think about group therapy, it's going to really sound terrifying, but really in reality, it's not. And I really feel it's really important for us to be able to understand that we're relational beings, we're meant to be together, and you'll find after you've attended, if you decide to, a couple of sessions, that you actually have so much ability to be able to connect. We're reminded that we're living in a predominantly socially privileged institution and society. And especially for the underrepresented communities, this could really exacerbate one's mental health. And so that's why we really strive to support by, for instance, providing the Intersecting Queer Identities Process Group for the LGBTQIA+ community and the Students of Color Support Group. We also have other types of process groups like the Understanding Self and Others group for undergraduate students and also graduate students. And we also have different types of support groups like the International Student Support Group. But you can find all of our other types of groups that we have and workshops on our website in the group therapy section page.
Hi everyone, my name is Robia and I am the Embedded BIPOC Specialist with the Counseling Center, and I work primarily in the Rush building, so come with me and see my office. So, what are some of my services? Well, first and foremost, we have BIPOC drop-ins that take place either in person or virtually every week. In person, you can stop by my office every Wednesday from 2 to 4 and talk about literally what is on your mind. Anything and everything is on the table. On Fridays, from 2 to 4, we have the virtual drop-ins where you can scan a QR code if you see them around campus, or just go to the Counseling Center website to register and zoom in to have additional BIPOC support from 2 to 4 on Fridays. Additionally, every quarter we have something called Melanin Mindfulness, which is an outreach event that focuses on mindfulness techniques and strategies specifically for our BIPOC community. It's an opportunity to learn a little bit more about mindfulness, your mental health, your emotions, as well as create community within campus. We also have BIPOC groups that are specific for supporting our Black and Brown Dragons on campus. We have You Are Your Best Thing, which is a BIPOC group for Black women, as well as Black Men Are, which is a support group for Black men. We also are really excited to talk about our workshops, which include a BIPOC Imposter Syndrome workshop, as well as a racial trauma toolkit. So for students who are here at a predominantly white institution, it can be really important to have a space that is uniquely designed to support your needs and your specific concerns that when it comes to mental and emotional health and well-being. So the space is designed for our Black and Brown Dragons to come in and access support about microaggressions, racial battle fatigue, things that are specific to their cultural backgrounds and upbringings, and a space where it really is inherently safe and supportive for you to process anything that's going on for you outside of a predominantly white institution where you might find yourself consistently around folks that do not look like you. So especially within communities where mental health is stigmatized and access to services can be really difficult, it's great to have an opportunity to come in and access free support that is geared towards your specific needs.
Hey Dragons, I'm Steph. I am one of the counselors here at the Counseling Center, and I am also the alcohol and other drug specialist here. What does that mean, you might say? I like to have conversations, non-judgmental, thoughtful, chill conversations about your relationship to alcohol or drugs, or perhaps behaviors such as how you're using TV, social media, dating apps. Raise your hand if you often ignore the notification on TikTok that you've been using it too long, because that would be me. Maybe else. And also sometimes these things, particularly talking about drugs and alcohol, can be hard because of stigma around these issues, and things like the drug war and marginalized identity can make these conversations seem really scary, but the Counseling Center is a place that is safe to have these conversations, or we like to try to make it feel safe. And also, it doesn't have to be like a capital T therapy moment when we talk about them. It can be really informal. Feel free to schedule a same-day appointment to chat about these things with me. And if you do, I look forward to exploring it with you.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Maver, and I'm here in the peer counseling office. I'm one of the psychologists at the Counseling Center, and I also coordinate our peer counseling program. Our peer counselors are trained by the Counseling Center to provide non-crisis support. If you're feeling like you really just need someone to talk with, peer counseling could be a great fit for you. Students who feel like they benefit from peer counseling might be going through friend issues or relationship issues, or might want to talk about academic struggles or just things that are generally going on in their life. If you're feeling like you're going through something really serious, or you might need support from a professional, or it can't wait, definitely contact the Counseling Center to see a therapist. But the peer counselors are passionate about mental wellness. They want to support their fellow students, and they're getting really excited to be able to start scheduling conversations. If you check out our website, you can see their pictures and their bios and pick someone who feels like they might be a good fit for you. And there's the option to schedule an in-person appointment or a virtual appointment. And all of those conversations are free and confidential. So come check us out, and we hope you'll come see a peer counselor.
Hi, my name's Elena. I'm one of the staff psychologists here at Drexel's Counseling Center, and I'm also the outreach coordinator, which means that sometimes you'll see me out on campus, perhaps with cookies, raising awareness for something that's mental health related. The other thing that we do too as part of outreach is we work with students to create programming or events that speak to mental health topics that would mean the most to you. So if your team or your student organization wants to work with us about something that's at the intersection of mental health and perhaps queer identities, perhaps racial identities, perhaps cultural identities, perhaps some other aspect of who you are, we would love to sit down, chat, have a conversation about how to make these kind of topics more accessible and more interesting for students to talk about, and we'd love to put on a workshop with you. So if you're interested, you're always welcome to reach out to me. I look forward to working with you, either in outreach or in counseling.
Okay. So, hey everybody, my name is Melissa, and I am the case manager here at the Drexel University Counseling Center. It's a pleasure to meet you all, or I hope I will meet you all soon. So my role at the Counseling Center is to help students find care off campus, and I feel like approach to mental health is really important, and it should be individualized to what your needs are. So I refer students for standard care, like talking to a therapist one-on-one, group or couples therapy. I also do specialized care, so if you're looking for a therapist that identify with the same values, identity, and beliefs as you, I can also help you connect to make sure you have the right fit. And I also do higher level care too. So that's finding more intense programs to meet your needs when you need to meet someone more than once a week. And no matter where you are in your journey, I hope I can help you get there.